Hi, I'm Kellen Bryant. I'm going to go through the 4 requirements to qualify for VA improved pension with aid and attendance benefits. So a brief overview of the 4 requirements are the military service requirement, 2, the medical need or rating type requirement, 3, the income requirement, and 4, the asset requirement. All right, so let's break it down. First, the military requirement. The military requirement just requires that the veteran serve 1 day of active duty, not reserve, active duty. So if they're in the reserve, they need to be activated to active duty. So 1 day active duty during a wartime period. Other than the early part of the Vietnam War, the veteran doesn't need to have boots on the ground in active combat. The veteran could have served a clerk job in the United States and still meet this requirement if they're in active duty. And the veteran needs to have served 90 days continuously, one of which is in active duty, and it cannot have been dishonorably discharged. That's the first requirement. Second requirement is the medical need test. So the very basic medical need to get the very basic benefit is just over 65. And the next level is somebody's housebound, meaning they can't leave the house. They need help with maybe one activity of daily living, that sort of thing. So it's all, and then 3 is aid and attendance. Level of care. So you need aid and attendance of another person for 2 or more activities of daily living to need help with essential activities of daily living. So in each of the level of benefit or each of the level of the care needed is the higher the benefit you would receive. So the focus here and the focus on this benefit is for veterans who need care and have an immediate need for care, and or their spouses. So if you are a surviving spouse of a veteran and you meet this requirement and your husband meet the military requirement, this is for you as well. So needing for care. Number 3 requirement is for the full benefit, your income is exceeded by your unreimbursed medical expenses. So what does that mean? So it's your income is your gross income. So that's Social Security before any kind of deductions and your pension and your investments and so forth. And then you're subtracting and you're seeing if it's exceeded by, on the other hand, your unreimbursed medical expenses, which could be private caregivers with in-home care companies, family caregivers, not spouses, but children, aunts, or uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, and so forth, friends, family friends, church people in your church who you're paying for care, those type of expenses, and most commonly assisted living expenses at an assisted living home. There's a difference between assisted and independent living that you need to be aware of, and you can learn more about as you learn about the subject. And then also any kind of ongoing recurring premiums for health insurance and so forth. So those expenses need to exceed income. Number 4, we have the asset test, and the VA employee manual actually does say something to the effect of we're not really concerned if everything is below $80,000 and we're not counting the house, the car, the stuff in the house. Now, as a rule of thumb, what I've always learned and have put into practice is 1, the lower the assets, the faster the response from the VA. If everything else is good, is the approval. And the lower the assets, I've never had any issues, so it's better to be on the lower side. And the main thing with the assets compared to Medicaid qualification is there's no look back period. So those are the 4 requirements for VA benefits. If you want to learn more or look more deeply into these requirements, you can visit the page I've linked to in this video or linked to below in the article. So good luck, and I look forward to meeting you.